Put on the tuxedo. Well, the invitations expired. Walk through the valley. Well, the angels get fired. There's a window there for the holes in the door. I'm a gentleman killer, asking what is this for? Pour me a whiskey, make it neat, make it dark. I've got a bullet with a name and a shark in my heart, but I tip my fedora when the devil walks by, 'cause even the wicked need a chance to say goodbye. The world spins fast like a car off the tracks. One rewind button, there's no turning back. But when I see your face in the smoke and the haze, I gotta drop the frame rate down, slow it all the way down. Watch the glass hit the floor without making a sound. I wanna see every fracture, every tear on your cheek. I'm a monster on the mic, but I'm too heavy to speak, yeah. I drop the frame rate down just to keep you around. In this ghost town. Yeah, look, I move in silence like a shadow in a silk suit. Manners of a prince, but I'm twisting the root of the problem. I solve them with a nod and a glance. I don't dance with the devil, I make the devil dance. But you're the static in my crystal clear view, the only holy thing left in a church full of pews. They call me gangster, 'cause I hold the city in my palm, but I'd burn the whole skyline just to keep you calm. Freeze frame, catch the bullet in the air like a magic trick. I'm sick with the love and the clock's making me sick. So I drop the frame rate down, slow it all the way down. Watch the glass hit the floor without making a sound. I wanna see every fracture, every tear on your cheek. I'm a monster on the mic, but I'm too heavy to speak, yeah. I drop the frame rate down just to keep you around. I held the door open while the building collapsed. I wrote you a letter on the back of the maps that lead to nowhere. A voice with emotion. I'm sorry I'm dangerous, I'm sorry I'm cold, but loving you, darling, is the only story I've told. It's flickering now, the reel is running out. Just one more frame, just one more. Slow it down. I bought a suit to match the midnight sky, tailor shop to hide the devil in my eye. I walk these streets where the neon flickers out, where the good men whisper and the sinners shout. I had the script, I knew the role I had to play, the villain in the shadows waiting for the gray. A pistol in the pocket, a flower in the lapel. I was halfway to heaven, walking backwards through hell. They read the prologue, they thought they knew the end. A tragedy, a casualty, a broken-hearted friend. But the ink is still wet, and the page is turning slow. Here comes the close, swears, baby, watch the curtain fall. I ain't the monster painted on the city wall. I put the gun down, I opened up the gate. I swore the lifetime of anger for a moment of fate. Yeah, the gangster learned to love, the shadow found the light. It's the greatest story never told in the middle of the night. Yeah, just a plot twist. I was born in the static, raised in the noise. We didn't have choices, we only had ploys. Move silent, move fast, keep the circle tight. Respect is the currency, fear is the bite. But then you walked in, static in the air, caught me off guard, a breath, a stare. Suddenly the empire feels like dust. The gold turns to iron, the iron to rust. I'm rewriting the narrative, flipping the scene, from a nightmare king to a gentleman's dream. I'm holding the door while the building burns down. I'm giving you the kingdom, I'm melting the crown. Here comes the plot twisters, baby, watch the curtain fall. I ain't the monster painted on the city wall. I put the gun down, I opened up the gate. I swapped a lifetime of anger for a moment of fate. Yeah, the gangster learned to love, the shadow found the light. It's the greatest story never told in the middle of the night. They say a leopard can't change his spots. Well, maybe he just changes where he hunts. I used to hunt for power, now I hunt for peace. And the silence is the loudest part of the song. You were the variable I didn't calculate, the unexpected grace. The book was closed, but I tore out the spine. The ending is yours, the ending is mine. Just a plot twist. Gentleman's promise. Straighten my tie, the crack review. Wipe the speck of dust from my Italian shoe. The engine is cooling, the desert is vast. I'm running on fumes from a dangerous past. I held every door, I paid every day. I'm the kind of trouble you never forget. A bouquet of roses, a loaded 45. The only two reasons I'm still alive. say a bad man can't love right, but I burned down the city to bring you the light, yeah. I kept my manners while I broke the law. The sharpest gentleman you ever saw. Now the theater's empty, the lights are low. It's the final scene of the picture show. I play the villain with a velvet heart, tore the world and my soul apart. Don't cry for me when the curtain falls. I'm just a ghost in these hollow halls. Watch the darkness swallow the whole. Baby, let the credits roll. Yeah, look, I walked the line between the saint and the sinner. A shark in a suit, a cold-blooded winter. I kept the wolves at the gate far away, trading my tomorrow just to buy you today. I got scars underneath the silk and this thread, stories of the missing, the lost and the dead. I respected the game, I honored the code, but I'm running out of pavement on this lonely road. I'm a savage in a tuxedo, polite with the pain, leaving you dry while I stand in the rain. I'm sorry I can't stay for the happy ending. There's no use in fake smiles or pretending. The cops are coming, or maybe it's worse, just another verse in the gangster's curse. Ticket stub. Remember the good parts. The screen goes black. Credits roll.
I pressed my suit this morning with an iron heavy as lead. Polished up the leather while the devil stayed in bed. I hold the door for strangers. I tip my hat to the rain. I keep the violence quiet like a whisper in a vein. They see the silhouette, the shadow on the wall, but they never see the man who has to catch them when they fall. Call me the villain, call me the saint. I'm the picture that the sinner's paint. A velvet glove on a fist of stone, sitting on a temporary throne. I write the ending, I set the scene, the sharpest blade you never seen. Yeah, the lights go down, the cameras miss the tragedy behind the kiss. I'm the protagonist. Yeah. I walk tight ropes, made of razor wire, sipping scotch while the world catches fire. Business is business, personal is dead. I keep a library of secrets inside my head. Etiquette is armor, silence is a weapon. Be careful of the territory that you step in. I don't raise my voice, I don't make a sound. I Call me the villain, call me the saint. I'm the picture that the sinners paint. A velvet glove on a fist of stone, sitting on a temporary throne. I write the ending, I set the scene, the sharpest blade you've never seen. Yeah, the lights go down, the cameras miss the tragedy behind the kiss. I'm the protagonist. But beneath the starch and the perfectly tied knot is a heart that's bleeding in the only soft spot. I did it for the family, I did it for the code. I carried every burden on this dusty broken road. I wanted it to be gentle, I wanted to be good, but a man does what he has to, not what he should. So play the sad song, roll the credits slow. I got one last debt to pay before I go. Watch the hands, not the eyes. They say a man travels fastest alone, but they never tell you how heavy the silence gets. Straighten the tie, check the chamber, let's walk. Fresh press collar on a dusty neck, cashmere coat just to hide the red. I walk through the valley where the neon homes, to the rhythm of the war drums beating in my lungs. I tip my hat to the lady in red, polite with the living, respectful to the dead. Got a silver tongue but my hands are iron, a gentleman's soul in the den of a lion. I don't run with the pack, I don't bark at the moon. I'm just a shadow waiting in the saloon. They want a savior, they want a king, but I'm just a man who doesn't feel a thing. Wait, that's a lie. 'Cause I'm the lone wolf in a tailored suit, eating loneliness like forbidden fruit. I howl inside where nobody hears, turning whiskey shots into diamond tears. Yeah, I'm a bad guy with the golden code, walking the center line of a broken road. The lone wolf. Yeah, I open doors for the ones who slammed them in my face, kept my pace, steady grace in this rat race. I carry scars underneath the cufflinks, poured my heart out in the kitchen sink. See, a gangster isn't just a man with a gun, it's a man who handles business when there's nowhere to run. I loved once deep and it turned me to stone, so now I build an empire out of skin and bone. No crew, no clique, just the silence of me. The price of my freedom is a heavy fee. And sometimes, in the middle of the night, when the desert wind blows out the light, I miss the warmth, I miss the fight, I miss the way the morning used to look bright. But the sun hurts my heart, and the water in the diamond tears, yeah. I'm the bad guy with the golden code, walking the center line of a broken road. The lone wolf, Leap a boho, just a gentleman trying to save his soul. Sound of footsteps walking away into black.
They say history is written by the victors. But peace is kept by the ones willing to get their hands dirty. Permit me to introduce myself.
I wear a three-piece suit, cut from midnight silk, drinking bourbon neat, no sugar, no milk. I hold the door open for the lady in red, then I walk in the back and put a price on her head. See, I'm a gentleman first, a monster by trade, a walking shadow in the mess that we made. I got manners, I got ethics, I got blood on my cuff, and a heart made of gold that just had it too rough. They scream for a hero, for a night in the sun, but when the lights go out, I'm the only one. I clean up the trash that the Lord leaves behind, a polite grim reaper, cruel to be kind. Go ahead and point your finger, go ahead and cast the stone. I'll take the weight of the sin, walk this desert alone. I don't need your applause, I don't need your grace. I'm just the scar across the city's beautiful face. I'm the antagonist, the necessary evil in your storybook bliss. I'm the kiss of death with the gentleman's twist, the name on the bullet that you think you missed. Yeah, hate me for the darkness, hate me for the fight, but I'm the reason you sleep safe through the night. I'm the antagonist, and I'm the one you'll miss. I got a code of honor in a world with no rules. I don't hurt the kid, and I don't suffer fools. I tip my hat when the funeral passed, then I break the bottle and I chew on the glass. You see a gangster, I see a man with a broom, sweeping up the devils in the VIP room. It breaks my heart, yeah, it tears me apart to play the villain just to protect your heart. I burn the bridges so the fire can't reach you. I break the laws that the preachers all teach you. A silent guardian with a criminal record, checkmate on the board. Yeah, the king is checkered. Oh, play me black, paint me wrong. I'm the minor chord in your victory song. I swallowed the poison so you could taste the wine. I crossed No one brings flowers to the bad guy's grave. No one writes songs about the souls I save. I love you enough to let you hate who I am. I'll be the wolf, so you stay the lamb. I'll be the wolf, so you stay the lamb. Make me the monster, I don't mind. Just remember to say I was polite.
Neon sign is buzzing like a dying fly in a joint where the honest men go to lie. I was nursing a bourbon, dusting off my suit, trying to bury the past and the jagged loot. Then the door swung open, let the desert in. Smelled like expensive perfume and original sin. She didn't walk, she glided, a phantom in red. And every ghost in the room rose up from the dead. Stop melodic singing, building intention, dark blues rock. I'm a gentleman regarding the way I hold the door, but I'm a gangster regarding what I'm reaching for. I saw the tragedy written in the curve of a smile, a beautiful wreck I haven't seen in a while. Style, glitter, pop, pavement, rock, big, distorted, cinematic, high energy, oh, femme fatale. You're a beautiful crime, stealing my breath one beat at a time. You're the velvet rope and the jagged steel, the only thing left in this world that is real. Beat me like a bullet, hold me like a grudge. I'm guilty, baby, you can be the judge. Femme fatale, yeah, femme fatale. Check it, she sat at the table, I poured her the wine. Crossed her legs, blurred the enemy line. She knows I got scars underneath the silk vest. She knows I got secrets tattooed on my chest. I tip my hat, play the role of the saint, but she sees the devil underneath the paint. She whispered her name and the room went cold. A story of betrayal that was never told. She ain't looking for saving, she's looking for a partner, someone to pull the trigger when the nights get darker. Steady melodic singing, polluted. I'm a gentleman regarding how I pay the bill, but I'm a gangster regarding how I shoot to kill. And she loves the danger, she thrives in the dust. A diamond found rusting in a pile of trust. Style, gritty, pop, bottom, rock, bud, one mood is loud. Oh, femme fatale, you're a beautiful crime, stealing my breath one beat at a time. You're the velvet rope and the jagged steel, the only thing left in this world that is real. Kiss me like a bullet, hold me like a grudge. I'm guilty, baby, you can be the judge. Femme fatale, yeah. Style, desert rock, breakdown, minimal drums. Now I'm a spinning guitar building slowly.
My mother told me to watch for the signs, the ones with the eyes that shine like landmines. But how can I run when the heat feels so good, burning down the house just like I knew she would? It's a silhouette serenade, blade in the shade, the best bad decision that I ever made. We're Bonnie and Clyde with a darker design, leaving the souls and the bodies behind. I surrender the gun, I surrender the crown. If we're going to hell, baby, let's go down. No vocal strain. Oh, femme fatale, you're a beautiful crime, stealing my breath one beat at a time. You're the velvet rope and the jagged steel, the only thing left in this world that is real. Kiss me like a bullet, hold me like a grudge. I'm guilty, baby, you can be the judge. Returning to the slow, swore I'd be beat from the intro. Now. Yeah, you can be the judge, just a gentleman and dog with a gangster heart. Femme fatale. Sailor suit, midnight blue, pressed against the chaos. I walk the alleyways where the angels prefer to get lost. A silk handkerchief to wipe the blood from the rungs of the ladder I climb, putting silence in their tongues. I ain't the law, no, the badge is too bright. I operate in the grayscale between the wrong and the right. They call it organized, I call it keeping the peace, making sure the widows eat when the siren sees a gangster's grip, a gentleman's stance. I give the devil a light, but I don't join the dance. Oh, they whisper my name when the city gets cold, the detective of secrets that never got told. I'm the bullet in the chamber, the rose on the grave, the sinner you hire when you need to be saved. Yeah, I'm the gentleman killer with a heart made of stone, solving everybody's problems but my own. I read the room like a crime scene, frame by frame. See the tremble in your hand when you mention the name. I don't break down doors, I unlock them with a smile. Walk a mile in my Oxfords, you won't last a mile. It's a heavy burden, carrying the weight of the town, fixing the cracks so the castle don't fall down. I got a code of honor in a world with no rules. I don't suffer the wicked and I don't pity fools, but I tip my hat to the lady in red, and sure she gets home safe while the wolves get fed. Oh, they whisper my name when the city gets cold, the detective of secrets that never got told. I'm the bullet in the chamber, the rose on the grave, the sinner you hire when you need to be saved. Yeah, I'm the gentleman killer with a heart made of stone, solving everybody's problems but my own. And late at night when the case is closed, I wash the gunpowder off of my clothes. I look in the mirror, and who do I see? The man I became, or the boy I used to be. I protect them all from the monsters and thieves, but who protects the garden from the fallen leaves? Just a gentleman in the dark, just a gangster with a heart. Polished shoes on the gravel, dust on the shine. I walk the line between the holy and the crime. Double-breasted suit, hiding the scar. Sipping single malt in a nowhere bar. They call it business, I call it a debt. A gentleman's gamble, a Russian roulette. I hold the door open while the walls cave in, wiping the blood off a velvet grin. I don't raise my voice, I don't raise a fist. I just sign the check that you can't resist. Oh, you want the crown, but you can't take the weight. It's a crushing kind of love, it's a heavy kind of hate. It ain't the gold in the pocket or the gun on the the seat. It's the ghost that walk with you down every street. Yeah, the silence is loud and the cost is steady. Lord, have mercy on the ones holding the heavy. See, manners make it the man, but the trigger makes the law. I'm the sharpest thing that you never saw. Flowers for the mother, bullets for the son. I finished the war before it's even begun. It breaks my heart, yeah, it tears me apart, to be a masterpiece of such a dark art. I kept my hands clean while my soul turned black, navigating shadows and never looking back. I did it for the family, I did it for the name. Now I'm the only player left inside the game. Oh, you want the crown, but you can't take the weight. It's a crushing kind of love, it's a heavy kind of hate. It ain't the gold in the pocket or the gun on the seat. It's the ghost that'll walk with you down every street. Yeah, the silence is loud and the cost is steady. Lord, have mercy on the ones holding the heavy. Forgive me, I never meant for the stain to set so deep. The desert wind sings a lullaby for the bad men who are too stubborn to die. I straightened my tie as the sun went down, king of the ashes in a paper town. It's a crushing kind of love, it's a heavy kind of hate. It ain't the gold in the pocket or the gun on the seat. It's the ghost that walk with you down every street. Yeah, the silence is loud and the cost is steady. Lord, have mercy on the ones holding the heavy. Holding the heavy. Just a gentleman in the dark. The heavy. Pressed charcoal suit in the Mojave heat. Not a speck of dust on the leather on my feet. I walk into the room, the temperature drops down. The quietest man in a loudmouth town. I hold the door open, I tip my breath. They see a saint, but I'm swimming with the sin. I don't raise my voice, I don't raise a fist. I'm just a ghost that fell off the list. They wait for the thunder, they wait for the crash, but I'm the slow burn of the cigarette ash, polite with the poison, gentle with the night. I'm the final chapter in the story of your life. Oh, they call me the silent assassin, killing them softly with a cold compassion. A heart full of darkness, a smile full of grace. I'm the last thing you'll see in this godforsaken place. No blood on the carpet, no fingerprints found, just a broken heart buried 6 feet underground. Yeah, the silent assassin. Check the cufflink, adjust the tie, look a man dead in the window of his eye. I don't deal in lead, I deal in the truth, stealing the innocence right out of the youth. I'm a jagged pill swallowed with vintage wine, blurring the border of the criminal line. Old soul trapped in a modern decay. I said, oh, the debt that you couldn't pay. I'm the wolf in the tuxedo, the shadow on the wall. I catch the teardrop before it can fall. Oh, they call me the silent assassin, killing them softly with a cold compassion. And a life full of darkness, a smile full of grace. I'm the last thing you'll see in this godforsaken place. No blood on the carpet, no fingerprints found, just a broken heart buried 6 feet underground. Yeah, the silent assassin. Nobody asks if the shadow gets lonely when the job is done, and I'm the one and only. I carry the burden, I carry the weight of being the gentleman guarding the gate. I do it for love or I do it for penance, serving a lifelong solitary sentence. I just wanted to be a good man. So sleep tight, darling. The monster is gone, I cleaned up the mess before the dawn. Don't look for me, I was never here, just a whisper, just a myth, silent. white knuckles on the steering wheel, leather gloves tight so I don't feel the steel. I'm the silence and the noise, the shadow and the spark, the one you call when the city goes dark. I open the door for you, madam, please step inside. Keep your head low, enjoy the ride. I don't ask names and I don't check the bag, just a pristine suit and a burning flag. See, manners are a weapon in a world that's crude. I'm a violent man in a peaceful mood. I'm a violent man in a peaceful mood. Mirror check, silhouette, neon bleeds on the glass. Watch the world shatter as we hit the gas. I'm not the judge, I'm not the priest, I'm just a man who tames the beast. I'm the driver, I'm the ghost in the machine, the gentleman, pouring out the gasoline. Keep your secrets in the back, I'll keep my eyes on the road, carrying the weight of this heavy load. Yeah, I'll get you there safe, or I'll get you to hell. And there ain't a soul alive that I would ever tell. I remember a girl with a smile like a knight, before I traded my soul for this backseat life. Now it's cash in the console, blood on the rim, light a cigarette, tip the hat to the brim. Yes sir, right away boss, I calculate the route, never count the loss, but under the starch and the polished veneer is a heart that stopped beating just to disappear. I'm the guardian angel with a tarnished wing, waiting for the fat lady to finally sing. Review stairs, cold night air, nothing left to say. We're just two sinners on the highway. I don't want your money, I don't need your praise. I'm just driving through the smoke of my burnt out days. I'm the driver, I'm the ghost in the machine, the gentleman, pouring out the gasoline. Keep your secrets in the back, I'll keep my eyes on the road, carrying the weight of this heavy load. Yeah, I'll get you there safe, or I'll get you to hell. And there ain't a soul alive that I would ever tell. They think I'm hired help, they think I'm the wheel, but I know where the bodies are buried, 'cause I dug the holes and I did it with respect. I did it with respect.
Destination reach, door opens. Have a good night, sir. Just the tail lights fading, just the driver remains. On to the next mile, on to the next pain.
Distorted blues, guitar and riff slides in. They're moving like it's in a can. this morning, sharp enough to cut the air. Polish the oxfords, comb the gray into the hair. The city's got a new noise, a neon kind of scream. Kids trading honor for a digital dream. I stepped out on the pavement, the humidity is high. Underneath the brim of a hat, watching the world go by. I held a door for a lady, she didn't look my way. Forgotten manners in the wreckage of the day. But in the pocket of the silk, there's a weight of cold steel, reminding me of debts that the devil has to seal. They say the code is broken. They say the rules are dead. But I keep the promise spoken. Inside this weary head. I'm the last of the old guard, standing in the rain, a gentleman of shadows, master of the pain. I don't raise my voice, son, I don't make a sound until the bodies of the wicked are cool on the ground, yeah. I'm the old guard. I remember how you looked the night the trouble came, shaking like a leaf, whispering my name. I told you close your eyes, love, let me do the work. I adjusted my tie and I stepped into the murk. See, a gentleman knows kindness, he knows how to pour the wine, but a gangster knows the boundary and he holds the line. I washed the blood off my knuckles in the bathroom sink, came back to the table and I bought you a drink. Because I love you more than breath, I love you more than life. That's why I carry the burden, that's why I carry the knife. I'm the last of the old guard, standing in the rain, a gentleman of shadows, master of the pain. I don't raise my voice, son, I don't make a sound until the bodies of the wicked are cool on the ground, yeah. I'm the old guard. The desert wind is blowing through the cracks in the floor. They don't make men like iron anymore. Flashy cars and loud mouths, cheap gold chains. They don't know the history running in these veins. Respect isn't taken, respect is what you bleed. I'm a dying dinosaur, I'm a different breed. So sleep sound tonight. The wolf is at the door, but I'm the one who answers. Tie is straight, hands are clean, mostly.
I wear a three-piece suit to a night fight, polished Oxford shoes reflecting the street light. I hold the door open, tip the brim of my hat, then I rob the bank and I never look back. See, manners are free, but freedom is expensive. I built these walls high, yet purely defensive. A gentleman's code written in iron and rust. I turn diamonds to coal and cities to dust. They see the silhouette, they never see the man, just the gun in the pocket and the blood on the hand. And I poured you a drink while the sirens got loud. I disappeared seamlessly into the crowd. I left you the gold and I took all the blame. Now the vultures and vipers are whispering my name. 'Cause I'm the ghost, I'm the smoke in the room when the fire is dead. I'm the uninvited thought in the back of your head. I walk through the walls that you built to keep safe. A shadow looking for a hiding place. Yeah, I'm the ghost, haunting the life that I wanted the most. I drive a black Cadillac through the valley of skulls, desert wind howling while the engine lulls. I sent you a letter that I never signed. Love is a weakness, yeah, love is a bind. I'm a monster with manners, a beast with a tie. I look you in the face when I tell you a lie, but I lied to protect you, I lied for the cause. I broke every statue and shattered the law so you could sleep soundly, unaware of the cost, while I wander the canyon, forever get lost. Choking my heart, I left you the light and I swallowed the black. There's a one-way ticket and I ain't coming back. 'Cause I'm the ghost, I'm the smoke in the room when the fire is dead. I'm the uninvented thought in the back of your head. I walk through the walls that you built to keep safe. A shadow looking for a hiding place. Yeah, I'm the ghost, thought in the life that I wanted the most. I stood outside your window last night, saw you laughing, saw the warmth of the light. I wanted to knock, I wanted to scream, but a ghost doesn't wake you up from a dream. A gentleman knows when to leave the stage, a gangster knows when to rattle the cage, but I'm just a memory fading to gray. So I tip my hat and I walked away. I'm the ghost, I'm the ghost, I'm the ghost, I'm the smoke in the room when the fire is dead. I'm the heavy, heavy thought in the back of your head. I walk through the walls, yeah, no locks on the gate. Just a phantom arriving a lifetime too late. Yeah, I'm the ghost, haunting the love. I'm just a shadow.
Adjust the cufflinks, straighten the tie. I've seen the devil in a tailored suit walk by. The pavement's wet, the neon is buzzing low. I built a kingdom on things you shouldn't know. They call me Sir when the barrel is cold. A gentleman sinner, tied and old. I kept my manners, I kept my silence deep. Buried the secrets that the city couldn't keep. I was stone, I was ash, I was rust. Just another shadow waiting for the dust. Then you walked in through the heavy oak door, and I don't wanna be that monster anymore. Now there's new blood pumping through these veins, washing out the whiskey, washing out the stains. I'm a loaded gun with a change of heart, tearing the ending in the middle apart. Yeah, it's new blood, waking up the ghost to the one thing I finally love the most. Completely let it run. I'm done with the dark, I'm ready for the sun. Look, I paid the toll, I paid the cost, navigated bridges that I double-crossed, silk handkerchiefs to wipe away the grime. I served a sentence without doing time, but looking at you, it's a terrifying view. The scary realization of something true. I used to break bones with a gentleman's grace. Now I'm terrified of losing just one face. This gritty empire, this throne of glass, watch it shatter, watch it pass. I trade the crown, the fear, the respect, just to keep your innocence unchecked. I was stone, I was ash, I was rust, leaving my legacy down in the dust. Cause you walked in through the heavy oak door, and I ain't gonna be that monster anymore. Now there's new blood pumping through these veins, washing out the whiskey, washing out the stains. I'm a loaded gun with a change of heart, tearing the ending in the middle apart. Yeah, it's new blood, waking up the ghost to the one thing I finally love the most. Let it bleed, let it run. I'm done with the dark, I'm ready for the sun. Not for a God above, but for the terrifying power of a gentle love. So take the keys, take the cash, let the old world burn to ash. I'll hold the door open for you, my dear. The gangster is gone, only the man is here. Press the silk top flat, check the mirror twice. Everything I bought, I paid the iron price. Rain on the pavement reflects the neon signs. I walked a straight path, but I read between the lines. Held the door for the lady, tipped the brim of my hat. Kept the pistol hidden where the tailor lining sat. They see the manners, they don't see the rust. A heart full of gold crumbling into dust. I'm the monster in the tuxedo, the shadow on the wall, waiting for the hammer, waiting for the fall. I can't sit at your table, I can't drink from your cup. I got too many demons trying to catch up, so I stand in the rain while you dance inside. 'Cause I'm the outsider, baby, watching the show. I got a gentleman's heavy hand and nowhere to go. I'll break the bones of the world just to keep you safe, but I can never touch the light upon your face. Yeah, I'm the outsider, looking through the glass, haunted by the future, haunted by the past. Silence is the currency, respect is the law. I keep the wolves away with a steady draw. You want a love story? I got a tragedy written in the scars on my knuckles, in the hand that was bitten. I drive the long road, desert dust on the chrome. A king without a castle, a dog without a home. I send you flowers with no name attached. I put out the fire before the roof was thatched. Cruel to be kind, no, I'm cruel to survive. It's the only way to keep the innocence alive. I can't hold your hand, my grip is too tight. I belong to the shadows, you belong to the light. So I stand in the cold while you burn so bright. 'Cause I'm the outsider, baby, watching the show. I got a gentleman's heavy hand and nowhere to go. I'll break the bones of the world just to keep you safe, but I can never touch the light upon your face. Yeah, I'm the outsider, looking through the glass, haunted by the future, haunted by the past. I love you enough to leave you alone. I love you enough to be made of stone. If they come for you, they have to go through me, but you'll never know. And that's how it has to be. That's how it has to be. The outsider.
Whatever you hear, keep the change, I'm just passing through. Clean fingernails, perfectly tailored seams. I walk through the nightmares while you sleep in dreams. Double Windsor knot, silk against the throat. I carry the silence in the pocket of my coat. I don't raise my voice, I don't make a scene. I'm the ghost in the machine, keeps the hallway clean. Polite with the porter, tip the lady at the door. Knowing exactly what I'm walking in here for. They call me cold, they call me hollow, but there's a code that I follow. A single rose left on the dash, a little sorrow with the cash. I'm the man who fixes what you broke. I'm the plea, I'm the edge, I'm the clearing smoke.
a sinner in the light. I do the wrong thing to make the wrong things right. Yeah, I bury the burden, I swallow the toll. It's just business for the professional. For the mess, truly I do. It's nothing personal between me and you, but the ledger is red and the ink is drying fast. You're looking at the future, I'm looking at the past. I saw a photo in your wallet, looked like a happy kid. Reminds me of a life that I kept hid. I'll make it quick, I'll make it soft, like a prayer sent up but never caught aloft. My heart is heavy, my hands are steady. Tell the devil that I'm ready. A single tear amidst the crime. I'm running out of borrowed time. I'm the man who fixes what you broke. I'm the fire, I'm the ash, I'm the clearing smoke. A gentleman in shadows, a sinner in the light. I do the wrong thing to make the wrong things right. Yeah, I bury the burden, I swallow the toll. It's just business for the professional. Some nights I wash the blood, but the stain stays deep. I count the promises I couldn't keep. I wanted to be a lover, wanted to be a friend, but I'm just the punctuation at the very end. Forgive me. Tie the tie, check the watch, fade to black, not a scratch, just a gentleman in the dark, the professional. Dust on my Oxfords, blood on the rim. The lights of the city are flickering dim. I walked out ahead with a fresh pressed suit, a devil in velvet pulling up by the root. They pay for the aim, they pay for the silence. I turn chaos to art, a gentleman's violence. Poured a whiskey neat while the sirens cry. Just another shadow passing you by. Call me a monster, call me a king. I burned down the wall just to give you the ring. I sold off my conscience, I bartered my breath to keep you away from the fingers of death. Yeah, my hands are dirty, but my love is clean. The most dangerous gentleman you've ever seen. I'm a mercenary, saving the last bullet for me. Check the ledger, ink is red. I walk through the valley of the well-dressed dead. Silk tight tie, knuckles bruised black. Carry the weight of the sins on my back. I don't do it for greed, I don't do it for glory. I do it to rewrite the end of your story. Let the judge and the jury convict the ghost. I'm the shoe at the door when you need it the most. Cold steel heart with a warm beating center. I lock up the darkness so it can't enter. Call me a monster, call me a king. I burned down the world just to give you the ring. I sold off my conscience, I bartered my breath to keep you away from the fingers of death. Yeah, my hands are dirty, but my love is clean. The most dangerous gentleman you've ever seen. I'm a mercenary. Yeah, I'm your mercenary. They see the gun, they see the scar. They don't know I wish on the very same star. I walk in the gutter so you can walk tall. I take every hit, I take every fall. And when the contract is over and the debts are all paid, I'll lay down my armor in the bed that we made. Keep your hands clean, baby, I'll handle the night. Just a soldier in a tuxedo, fading into the light. Mercenary.
I pressed my suit this morning, sharp as a razor blade. polish the Oxfords, clean the mess I am. I open the door for the lady in the red velvet dress. Whatever's burning in my chest, you never get. I keep the manners of a prince, the habits of a thief, a pocket full of diamonds and a handkerchief of grief. The desert wind is howling, rattling the neon sign. I tip my hat to the devil before I cross the line. They see the smoke, they see the rings, they see the aces, they see the kings. But they don't see the tremble when the house lights fade, or the debt that can't be paid. Oh, I'm the gambler, playing the gentleman's game, with a loaded silence and a forgotten name. I bet it all on the turn of a card, trying to keep a soft heart in a world this hard. Yeah, I walk through the fire with a smile on my face, looking for salvation in a desolate place. Just a sinner with a little bit of grace. Pour the whiskey neat, let it burn the lies away. I settled a score in the alleyway today. Did it with a handshake, did it with a nod, a violent kind of mercy, waiting on God. I don't raise my voice, I don't make a scene. I keep the linen white and the conscience clean. Enough. But when the shadows lengthen and the vultures fly, I'm just a lonely man, waiting to die. Oh, I'm the gambler, playing the gentleman's game, with a loaded silence and a forgotten name. I bet it all on the turn of a card, trying to keep a soft heart in a world this hard. Yeah, I walk through the fire with a smile on my face, looking for salvation in a desolate place. Yo, the city sleeps, but the guilt stays awake, counting every promise that I had to break. I'm a shadow in a tuxedo, a ghost in the machine, navigating nightmares that remain unseen. I got blood on the ledger, love in the locket, a prayer on my lips and a piece in my pocket. It ain't about the money, it ain't about the fame, it's about the dignity of playing through the pain. I'm the architect of my own decline, walking a tightrope on a razor-thin line. So roll the dice, let them clatter on the floor. I gave you my life, what are you asking for? With a gun in his hand and a heart of glass in the desert sand. I wear the midnight like a three-piece suit, polished shoes covered in the desert suit. The neon sign is buzzing like a dying fly. I'm the last honest sinner beneath this sky.
They say the devil deals in gold and greed, but I only take exactly what I need. A little time, a little grace, a little breath, just a gentleman dancing on the edge of death. Open the vault, the combination is your name. I didn't come for the money, I didn't come for the fame. I left a single red rose on the gallery floor, so you know who was walking through that heavy steel door. Yeah, they call me the thief, but I never stole a dime. I'm just stealing moments from the hands of time. I stole a kiss in the shadows, I stole a look in the dark, but the only crime I'm guilty of is breaking into your heart. Yeah, I'm breaking into your heart. Look, I move silent, violence hidden in the velvet coat of honor. Armor plated in the helmet, trigger finger steady, but my manners are refined. I leave the scene clean, yeah, I never leave a line. I'm the ghost in the machine, the glitch in the light, a shadow boxing phantom in the middle of the fight. They want the bad guy, fine, I'll play the heavy role, but even a gangster has to pay the heavy toll. I saw the diamonds, the rubies, the silver and the pearl, but none of that shines like the eyes of that girl. I'm a wanted man in a lawless town, with a price on my head that can't be taken down. But if they catch me tonight, put me in the chains, tell the judge I loved you through the blood and the rains. I'm not asking for pardon, I'm not asking for peace, I'm just looking for the one thing I can't raise. I stole a kiss in the shadows, I stole a look in the dark, but the only crime I'm guilty of is breaking into your heart. I kept the receipt. Just a gentleman bandit, stealing time, stealing you.
I smooth the crease of my lapel, check the time on the gold chain, standing in the corner where the shadow meets the rain. They see the fedora, they see the polished shoes, but they don't see the scars or the battles that I lose. I held the door for the devil, told him after you, son, 'cause a gentleman knows manners, even holding a gun. I ain't the king of the city, I ain't the man on the throne, I'm the monster in the alley, making sure you get home. Let the world think I'm heartless, let them whisper my sin. If it keeps the cold air from getting under your skin, I wear the black hat so you can wear the white. I stand in the darkness 'cause I am the watcher on the edge of the light. I trade my soul every single night. A sinner with the code, a savage with the grace. I'll burn down the city just to save this place. Yeah, I'm the silence and the noise, the calm and the flood, a gentleman's manner with gangster blood. I remember when you stumbled, I was there to catch the fall, but I stayed invisible, leaning back against the wall. Didn't want you to see the knuckles, didn't want you to know the price of keeping your world sunny while mine is rolled on dice. They call it organized crime, I call it organized love. Protecting the heart while I cradle the dove. I poured the whiskey for the judge, looked them dead in the eye, said everyone has a price, tell me what can I buy? 'Cause I am the watcher on the edge of the light. I trade my soul every single night. A sinner with the code, a savage with the grace. I'll burn down the city just to save this place. Yeah, I'm the silence and the noise, the calm and the flood, a gentleman's manner with gangster blood. It gets lonely in the trench coat, heavy in the chest, watching the one thing you love pass the test. I don't need a thank you, I don't need a crown, I just need to know you, you'll never see me down. My heart is a vault, and the combination's long, but I pay the bill, no matter the cost. So walk on, kid, walk straight and tall. If you look back, you won't see me at all. Just a puff of smoke, just the tip of the hat. I'm always watching.